Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Ben Vanderlist of Milford Football. How are you?
I'm good, Casey. How are you?
Doing well. How has the summer been going for you guys?
Summer's been going great. We've all been working out, getting to know each other, new team, lots of new faces. I think it's been going pretty well.
Yeah, lots of new faces. Getting used to, a lot of the new faces on the coaching staff, as well as just some new faces in new places. What has that been like getting used to everybody?
Yeah, so we lost a lot of seniors last year. So lots of new positions to fill, and it's been great because I've known a lot of these guys since youth football, and to be able to actually play with them now, it's real great. Uh, Glad that I get to play with them again, and we're trying to figure out positions and who's going to play where. And then we got some new coaches from Heartland. I've talked to them a bit. They're not really my position coaches, so I don't spend a whole lot of time with them, but the time that I have spent has been good. I've learned from them.
Yeah. So going into this year, I know there's been there's going to be all these different things that are happening and stuff like that. But what's it been like to get to used to a lot of new people and a new transfer coming in, as well as just getting ready for another season.
It's been good. It's been a grind, like usual. And like you said, the new transfer, Hudson. I went to middle school with him, so I've known him before he came. So it's great to see him again because we were all kind of hoping that he would come back and we get to play with him. Uh, yeah, so it's been good. Good transition, good learning.
Yeah, really, just as a lineman, I know that you're still trying to figure out where you're going to be on it, but what has it been like just this off season, just learning and growing, and what have you been able to accomplish during the summer?
Over the summer, really, I feel like I've been able to accomplish more of a leadership role because we lost four seniors on the offensive line, and I'm going to be the only returning starter. It's been real interesting to just see the process of all these new guys coming in and learning. And I feel like I've been able to help lead a bit more, but also at the same time, I've built bonds with a lot of these guys, and we're learning together and we're growing together.
Absolutely. So heading into this year, I know there's going to be a lot of changes, and the year. I mean, always, the conference is always going to be ready to for you, no matter if you are ready for it or not. Because of course, while the Western week one, and then you get to say goodbye to the Waterfords the last 2 weeks. If you haven't, for those that don't know, the Waterford schools will be leaving after the fall sports season this year and heading back to the OAA, as the Livonia schools and the Farmington schools will be heading in come the beginning of the 2026-27 school year. So I know Coach went to one of the Waterford schools, and I know you've been playing them. But what's it going to be like playing them one last time?
I really think that we just got to bring it, and we want to beat them. We want to end on a high note, especially with Western Week One. We got to be firing on all cylinders and be ready because that's a big game that we have to win. We have to get these games in the books, and we got to be good in them because that sets us up for the rest of the season. And it's a flip from last season. We started with Kettering last season. That was a bit of a lighter start, but starting with Western Week One, we got to be ready, and we got to be ready for Mott and Kettering as well.
Yeah, for sure. So going into those first few games, and now practice is not even have started yet, but are you, I know you've been doing this for a long time, but this is for you, like how is this time like getting ready and getting used to the season? Because the first day of practice, it's not like you're just guys are just going at it. It's it starts with helmets, and then it goes to shoulder pads, and then that Friday is pad, and you guys get full pads, and then you're good to go through the season. But what are these practices like, as the old term is two-a-days? But what is those 2 weeks like? And then, before we head into now you're just playing game, and now before we get into the season.
Yeah, it's hot. It's August, but we gotta, you hydrate, you gotta prepare. You don't have a lot of stuff to do outside of football. You focus on football, and it's a lot of mental focus and knowing what's going to happen, preparing yourself because we got workouts in the morning and then long practices in the night. So it's just a whole lot of preparation and making sure you're ready. And during the practices, being locked in the whole time and be ready for what they throw at you.
Absolutely. So, what are I know we're in the last week of 7-on-7s, and now, this next week, I know a lot of coaches, I know a lot of conditioning happens, but it's also a week to really go and, really go and enjoy the summer one last time before things really start to get going, on the 11th.
Yeah, we got to get ready. It's one last week to enjoy the summer, so we want to get in, hang out with our friends a bit before football really picks up. And then we're only doing workouts right now. So working out, really focusing on recovering, stretching, but also building back a bit more.
Yeah. And for you as a player, how do you like, what has that been like to see just the progress that this team has made throughout the last few years?
It's been great. I mean, I came in and we were a playoff team, but going up to varsity, seeing all the new faces, I mean, it's really cool to see the way the varsity team still stays good, but new faces every year, and how it's different players, just how we all fall in and start getting better together, even with new faces and starters leaving and new ones coming in.
Yeah, for sure. And then finally, I know this team has a lot. I know every team has a lot of goals. The goal for every team is to lift that trophy up at the end of the season. But what is it? But what is it going to take to have a successful season, um, for you guys?
I think it's going to take effort from everybody, but also everybody participating, going to workouts, going to practices, being there, being attentive. And then, like you said, goals. One of our biggest goals is to beat our rivals, Lakeland. So we practice towards that all season. You think you always got Lakeland in the back of your head. We got to beat them. Got to be ready for them.
And I'm sure they're thinking the same thing about you guys. So it's obviously week 9 will come when it presents itself, but there's obviously going to be some big tests coming before that. So we'll see how that goes. But Ben, thank you so much for the time as always, and best of luck and during the season, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.